Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football and welcome to the Match Day 3 reaction. Right away, we do a reaction. As always, comment which position you are in the Everything Football League and we'll take a look at your team. Has it been a disaster? Has it been perfect for you? I actually put a poll in the chat, so asking, was it perfect for you? Was it good but could have been better? Was it a disaster? Was it just average for you this week? So the player of the matches for today have not yet been awarded, but I can guess who is going to get it. I think Sergio Gomez is going to get it for Man City against Copenhagen. I think Bellingham could get it for Dortmund against Sevilla. Real Madrid, Shakhtar, maybe Rodrigo. Chelsea, I think it's going to be Reece James. Benfica, PSG, I have no idea. And Juventus, Maccabi Haifa, it probably will be Di Maria because he got 3 assists in one game. I remember someone yesterday mentioning Di Maria. He got 3 assists today, absolutely fantastic. So that is what I'm just guessing. I'm assuming those are the guys who are going to pick up the assists at the play of the match. So I don't know who's going to get it for Benfica, PSG. We have to wait and see. So in case you see that, let me know in the chat. So Haaland got subbed off. I was kind of pleased with that. So if you actually change your captain from Sane to Haaland, he actually went a bit down because I don't think he'll get play of the match because you're subbed off at halftime. If he does, you get the same points as Sane, but if he doesn't get play of the match, you actually lose 6 points there. So how are you guys doing? Let me know which position you are. Let's see. Seb asked how many points did everyone get. Dennis says 70 points. Bad match day for me. I don't think that is a bad match day. I do understand like they could have been better. Like for example, I did have Di Lorenzo yesterday and I subbed him off in the last minute. That could have been better for me. I know some people didn't have people like Sergio Gomez, including myself, and Cancelo got subbed off once again in the 57th minute. That hurts because I would have gotten those clean sheets from Cancelo and also from Alphonso Davies yesterday. Top 11K now, says Seb. I'm 637, says Danish. I got 80. It's says Jevo, but I don't think that's bad at all. FPL Sparta says 90 at the moment, 10 players, no KDB playing. Did you make your automatic on manual subs yesterday? If you did, you don't get those points from KDB. 9th in Everything Football. Man of the match are out. Let me know who's been awarded that on Arnold. I could guess Grealish for Man City. So wow, that's interesting. I didn't think he was going to get it. Sergio Gomez got a clean sheet and I think 2 assists. As says, as he told me, I put Kostic and Guerrero scored. What luck for me. Also, De Bruyne did not play and I lost 4 points for Musiala. It's only a difference of 2 points really, as in I think Guerrero had 8 and Kostic had 6, so it wasn't a disaster. One of them kept clean sheet and the other one scored. 367th in Everything Football. And Adan, yeah, that was terrible. Let's not talk about Adan. Grealish is player of the match. Thank you for that, Sharma. Got 91. So let me just quickly review my team and then I'll come to you guys' sides. I kind of forgot to charge my mouse, so I'm going to have to just use this. So for me today or this week, obviously Adan in goal. Let's not talk about that. Got a -4 yesterday. Could have been worse or could have been better if they didn't consider last minute goal. Could have been -3. Lunin would have come on for me if Adan didn't get the red card, but Lunin only got 2 points. I was so happy to see Shakhtar scoring that goal. And then at the back, yesterday I did have Alphonso Davies and Ronaldo. So Cancelo was in the starting lineup. So it was very easy for me just take out Alphonso Davies and bring in Guerrero. Guerrero got 8 points, a crack of a goal. Like when he scored within the opening 15 minutes, I was like, this is going to be good. This is going to be like 15 points if he does keep the clean sheet. And Sevilla actually got a red card. I thought they were going to keep a clean sheet and then the red card was rescinded and then the player came back on. So it could have been a clean sheet. Maybe Sevilla got that red card. And then Kostic with 6 points. Juventus did concede a goal. I remember saying the other day I wouldn't be surprised if Maccabi Haifa scored a goal because Juventus is not that much. I don't really trust Juventus as a team in terms of assets. And Maccabi Haifa actually scored, but luckily this was the only piece of luck in my team this week. Kostic was already subbed off and so he still got the 6 points despite them scoring. Cuadrado was also subbed off by that time. Cancelo with 5 points could have been like 10. He literally got subbed off in the 57th minute. That could have been a clean sheet, but 5 points for Cancelo. The good thing with Cancelo, as you see, even if he doesn't get the clean sheet, even if he gets subbed off early, blah, 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 all that, he'll still get 5, 6, 7 points because he can get an assist. He got an assist today and he got 4 ball recoveries as well. He literally had like 3 ball recoveries by the 20th minute. I checked it in the 20th minute. He was already on 3 ball recoveries, so could have been more if he didn't get subbed off. And then in midfield, Luis Diaz yesterday with 5 points. So in the Champions League, when a player is fouled, is fouled for a penalty, you don't actually get the assist. You only get 2 points. I think 2 points for earning a penalty. So there's no assist for earning a penalty in the Champions League. Unfortunately, you only get these 2 points for a penalty, and so you basically an assist would have been 3 points, but for penalty and it's only 2 points, so you miss out on 1 point there. Leroy Sané, I'm glad I kept the captaincy on him, but yet again, this could have been better. This week, I suffered a lot because the players got subbed off. I think some of you did as well. The likes of Sané, Musiala getting subbed off, that is what hurt us this week. Sané did score 2 goals, one from outside the box, and he played 58 minutes. If he played 60 minutes or something, could have had an extra 4 points there, and maybe even play of the match if Mane got subbed off as well. So instead of looking at 36, 38 points, we ended up getting 24. Kudus yesterday with 7 points. I remember I've been saying since match day 1, that group of Liverpool, Rangers, Napoli, Ajax is always going to be 3-2, 3-3, 4-3. I didn't expect it to be 6-1 to Napoli. I expected a lot of goals, but Napoli scoring 6 goals is insane. They are on fire. So heading into match day 4, right away, I'm going to bring in a Napoli player. I'm not even going to wait. I took out Kvaratskhelia as well from my team. If you had played, I remember for the guys who were playing the Limitless, I think I put Zielinski in the team. So if you had Zielinski in that game, congratulations to you. Luckily, Kudus did get a goal despite losing 6-1, so I was glad with that. Valverde, very disappointing, got only 3 points today. Real Madrid, I don't know, the last couple of games against Osasuna, against Shakhtar, they're kind of struggling to kill off the game and score a couple of goals. They're only scoring like 1-2 goals. They only managed 1 goal against Osasuna and only 2 goals against Shakhtar today. And Rodrigo, I'm happy for the guys who picked Rodrigo, because that was the guy I included in my watch list video. I said Rodrigo would be a good option, and someone else told me Valverde, and I looked at the stats. Valverde's stats were very good, and I went for Valverde. But Rodrigo this week was incredible. He got a goal and an assist today. Valverde, very, very disappointing. And then up front, I was always going to go for 3 City players. Haaland was always going to be there, and this guy's a machine. Oh my goodness. Like, Guardiola actually felt sorry for Copenhagen, because if Haaland played 90 minutes in that game, that could have been 4 goals. Literally, that could have been 4 goals for Haaland, maybe an assist. 2 goals and got subbed off. That could have been a hat-trick today. So another player who got subbed off. I was kind of happy with that, though, because I know some people had him as captain. I know some people changed the captain from Sané to Haaland, so I was happy that he got stuck on 9 points. I was kind of afraid when he got 2 goals within the first 25 minutes. I was like, oh no, I should have changed the captain from Sané to him. But Haaland, 9 points, not bad at all. And as I said, I was always going to go for 3 players from Man City. I went for Alvarez instead of Jagla. Yesterday, Jagla punished me because he got goal, assist, and player of the match. So I was hoping Alvarez would get at least a goal today. He did. He played 90 minutes. He started the game and he scored like in the 80th minute. So I was really, really happy with that. Not the best. Obviously, Jagla got way more points, but I was always going to go for 3 City players. It was either going to be Alvarez or Kostic. Not Kostic, sorry. Alvarez or Gomez at the back. And for me to get Gomez, Man City defender, it was either I drop Guerrero or drop Kostic from today. And it wasn't really possible. I wanted a Dortmund player because I knew Sevilla are terrible, and I wanted a Juventus player against Maccabi Haifa. So that is why I decided on Alvarez up front. And I don't think a lot of people have Alvarez anyway. So he's only owned by 3%. So I think he'll also play in match day 4. So 6 points is not bad for him. And Kylian Mbappe, another disappointment. I remember what I've been saying about Neymar, Messi. That is what I talked about in the tip show for this week. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, who should you have? Actually, if Haaland didn't exist, I'd be forgetting all 3 of them, because Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, like at home next week against Dortmund, against Benfica, I think all 3 of them will return again. Mbappe could probably get an assist, Neymar score, Messi assist, and probably score. Like, all 3 of them will always get an assist or score in a game. But apart from Mbappe today, Mbappe didn't get the job done, but Messi and Neymar got the job done. Messi got a very good goal, and Neymar got the assist. He did get a yellow card as well. So Mbappe was the one to blank today. Next match day, I think all of them will do very, very well. So this match day 5 fixture between PSG and Maccabi Haifa. So my original plan is to play the limitless chip in match day 6 when we know which teams have gone through and which teams haven't gone through, all that. But because match day 6 has some really tough fixtures, like Juventus are playing against PSG, for example. Let me just show you the match day 6 fixtures. Like Liverpool, Napoli, there is Man City, Sevilla. By then, Man City could have already been through, so the likes of Haaland could be rested. The likes of Juventus, PSG. when I played the limitless, I would have wanted to go for like 2-3 City players, 2 Real Madrid players, 2 Bayern players, and in match day 6, Bayern's game is against Inter Milan as well. So I'm really considering doing it in match day 5, because by then not every team has gone through, and a team like PSG is playing against Maccabi Haifa. So if all of those 3 players start, I'd be really considering them. Haaland will be playing against his former team Dortmund. There is Napoli at home to Rangers. Rangers have conceded like 10 goals in those 3 games. So Napoli with Zelinski and those kind of players in that game, really, really good. Barcelona, Bayern, I'd be considering like at least one Bayern player, but I will decide about that. I wanted to play my wildcard for match day 3, 4, and 5 and play my limitless in match day 6. So I might still play my limitless in match day 6 anyway. So in total, right, as of now, 71 points. So if you guys say Grealish got the man of the match for that other game, I don't know who's getting man of the match for Dortmund, probably Bellingham. If not Guerrero, it's 71 points. I'm okay with that. Could have been better if I kept Di Lorenzo, but I would have kept Di Lorenzo instead of Guerrero. Let me just confirm how many points Di Lorenzo got yesterday. Match day 3, Di Lorenzo, because I had him in my team before I took him out, and he scored a goal. He actually got player of the match. That is a disaster on my side. He got 13 points, so I missed out on 5 points there, taking out Di Lorenzo for Guerrero. But I'm okay with that, because the plan is to have players for match day 3 and 4, not just match day 3. The chances of him scoring again in match day 4 against Ajax are very, very minimal, but the chances of Guerrero keeping a clean sheet against Sevilla next week at home are great. Kostic against Maccabi Haifa, I think it's great as well. Cancelo against Copenhagen, I think it's great as well. And then obviously the likes of Kudus, I expect them to lose again to Napoli, but maybe something like 4-2 or something like that. Obviously, you get what I'm saying. I'm just planning for match day 3 and 4, not just one match day. So one thing you need to not to do is to make your transfers all of like right away right now. Like you're frustrated with Mbappe, take him out and bring on someone who scored 2 goals like a juggler. No, you can't do that. You have to be patient, wait and see. For me, I'm not going to make any subs until Tuesday next week. So I'm going to wait until Tuesday next week. I see if I'm going to need a keeper or if Courtois will be back. All that I'm going to wait and see, because I'm still not decided if I'm going to get a Napoli player. Will I get which players will I get from City? Because City play fast next week. So luckily, we get to see which players start and which players don't. Again, remember yesterday I said between De Bruyne, Haaland, Cancelo, and Foden, I expected at least one of them to be rested, and it actually turned out to be 2 of them, Foden and De Bruyne. So next week, they might be starting that game against Copenhagen. And if that's someone like Haaland doesn't start next week, I think he will. But if he doesn't start next week, then probably take him out after we see the team is next match. So those are great picks. The picks that I didn't consider and did very well, players like Di Maria did very well this week. I never considered him because he just came from an injury. I never expected Juventus to score more than 2 goals in a game. And all 3 assists were magnificent. One from a corner and a through pass to Vlahovic that was very, very good. So that's how my team did this match day. 71 points. I will take it. I will definitely take it. Could have been better, but could have been worse. The goalkeeper was a disaster and probably cost many of you. So let me see what you guys are saying. Again, let me know which position you are in the league. I will check your team. Anel says 106 points on a limitless. Benzema blank, and of course the early subs taking away clean sheet points. That must have hurt for real. All those players getting subbed. It's not just one player. Sane, Haaland, Musiala, Cancelo, all these guys are subbed off before the 60th minute. I got 78 points. Who is player of the match for Man City? People are saying Grealish. I got 97, says Sharma. Got 91, says Seb. Lewandowski blanked as well yesterday. I got so unlucky, was decent. Khan says, hi, how are you? Got on 1 point. That's amazing. Did you play a chip? 15th in the Everything Football League. We'll check right now. Nice one. Mbappe and KDB ruined it for me. Mbappe was... and he didn't really have a lot of chances. Messi was the one who actually could have scored another goal. How many points I've shown you? Mustafa says, no one in my team blanked. Literally everyone returned for you. Great, man. KDB, Benzema ruined it for me, says Jeff. Di Maria, Bellingham, Rodrigo, Verratti, player of the match. Thank you for that, Sharma. I did expect Bellingham and Di Maria. Rodrigo, Verratti, wow, interesting. Okay, for PSG against Benfica. He got a yellow card, right? I think he got a yellow card in the last minutes. So let me see how you guys' teams are doing and what your plans are for match day 4. So quickly, what my plans are for match day 4. As I said, I'm going to make my subs on Tuesday. I'm not going to make my subs right now. Players like Mbappe will definitely stay. That group is still very open, so Mbappe stays in my team. Haaland and Alvarez, probably one of them stays. I don't think both of them will start next week. We have to wait and see. If both start, well and good, they both stay in my team. Valverde, very disappointing. I might have to decide whether I'm going to bring in a goalkeeper, but as I said, if Courtois is not fit, I'm just going to go with one goalkeeper next week in Lunin and hope for a clean sheet against Shakhtar, save points, and all that. Guerrero and Kostic probably remain in my team. Same with the Bayern Munich players. Next time they're away at Pilsen, so if all three of them start, Sane, Davis, Musiala, I'm good to go. They still have those problems with COVID, with Kimmich and Muller, so they might all start. And then probably get in a Napoli player, but I will decide tomorrow. You will get both videos for wildcard and limitless for match day 4 tomorrow. 21st in the league, B-squad, I'm number 1 for now, says Sharma. Wildcard match day 4 for me, says Arnold. Have you played the limitless yet? Yeah, you played the limitless, right, Arnold? Yeah, you played the limitless this week. So wildcard for you next match. Let me start from the top. Let me go to the leagues and review you guys' teams. Where is everything football, everything football? There's almost 600 of you here, so let's check B squad. You're top of the table. So since you're top of the table, let me just check your team first because that is just incredible. If you're top, B squad. Let me see your team. Sharma, let me see your team. You're top of the table. That is incredible. So you had Haaland, obviously. Mbappe disappointed. You had Mane. Did you play a chip? Yeah, you played your limitless chip. Trent, Van Dijk. I would never have gone for 2 Liverpool defenders. So well done on that. Hakimi could have scored. He actually had a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper, but it was saved. Cancelo got subbed off early. That could have been like 10 points for you. Yeah, De Bruyne disappointed you. Sane or Pep Guardiola disappointed you. Mane, Salah, Sane, that worked out for you perfectly. Who did you captain? Sane, Haaland, Mbappe. So that is 97 points. There's no player of the match. So 97 points is definitely not bad on a limitless. Limitless, the minimum you should get is like 85 points if you're playing a limitless. If you get like 50 or 60, that's a disappointing week. Like you have to maximize and you have to have all the luck that week. You had Lewandowski yesterday, disappointed. You took out Seal on 6 points. Wow, that's interesting. I would never have taken out Seal on 6 points. My minimum is if a player gets 5 points, like I wouldn't even take them out. So 6 points was good. I guess you brought in Hakimi or someone like that. Neuer also kept a clean sheet for you. So let me see which other chips did you play. You already played your wildcard, right? I can see that you played your wildcard in match day 2. So you're getting your match day 2 team back. So you'll have Mbappe, Neymar, Haaland, Sane, Modric. Modric didn't play today. Is he injured? I think Valverde, Ronaldo, Hakimi, Cancelo, Diaz, Onana. So what did I do with your team for match day 4? Benfica going away to PSG. I'm not sure about keeping Andre Silva and Florentino. I'd probably go for a Napoli midfielder, Kvaratskhelia, instead of how much is do you have any money in the bank? If you do have any money in the bank, Sharma, I would take out Florentino for Kvaratskhelia because that is going to cost you an extra 1 million right away. Take out the Benfica player and bring in the Napoli player, and then I think all the forward players will start. Probably if Modric is not fit, you can downgrade Modric to a slightly cheaper midfielder so that you can get money for Florentino to Kvaratskhelia, because I think Napoli will go insane again next week. They are on fire this season. They are scoring for fun. They scored 4 goals against Liverpool and 6 at Ajax. I think that is the first time Ajax have conceded more than 5 goals I had like since the 1960s. That is crazy. That's almost 70 years, man. That is absolutely crazy. Like I think they take it way back than that after for scoring 6 goals or conceding 6. The rest of the players I'd be happy to keep: Valverde, Sane, Neymar, Haaland, Mbappe. But I wouldn't make my transfers right now. I'd wait until next week, at least Monday. Let's see what happens during the weekend. If Kvaratskhelia is fit by Monday or anything like that, I think they'll go full on to win that game as well so that they can go through before playing teams like Liverpool away. So that is what I would do with your team, Shah. But fantastic week for you. 97 points on the limitless. That is what you ask for after you play your limitless chip. Let's go to the next team. Let's see. I got 80. Danish says, where's your comment? Danish, did you say 15th? Okay. Let me know your team name as well, because most of the time there's a lot of teams with this on the same number or the same rank. 15th, Danish. I think your name is Bliss, if I'm not wrong, but let me know your team name so that I can make it easy. I think your name is Bliss, if I'm not wrong, Danish. So I'll just check this team. Hopefully it is your team. So let's just check. Let's do this. So Danish, I guess, scored 70 points. Yeah, you say so. You're saying 70. So he had Sergi Gomez. That's brilliant. I don't know why they didn't give him man of the match. I thought he was going to be man of the match. He had the dreaded Adan in goal. Absolutely crazy. Kostic, I'm glad he left Sesko on the bench. Cancelo, Cavallal, Kostic definitely worked. Gomez, a magnificent pick. I was going to go for him, but as I said, I really wanted Kostic for today. And also wanted Alvarez up front. Kudus, Sane, Diaz, I guess it's great. Valverde disappointing with Mbappe, just like myself. Haaland, 9 points, nothing to complain about. So you took out Musiala. Who did you take out Musiala for? I'm guessing Valverde. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I guess losing out on 1 point is not bad, I guess. Could have been worse. You could have had someone like De Bruyne and you get 0, so it could have been worse. So you played your wildcard and you already played your limitless chip as well. So you don't have any chip to play between now and match day 6. So you have 2 transfers for match day 4. What should I do with your team? The forward players, Sesko is going to Dinamo Zagreb next week. I'd wait for that first of all. So I said yesterday, I don't think Club Brugge will keep on winning. So I think their winning run will come to an end now. Let me say that now. I don't think they'll go to Atletico Madrid and win again. If Club Brugge go to Atletico Madrid again and win like 2-0, that would be crazy. I wouldn't expect that as well. So Kostic, obviously, you have to keep against Maccabi Haifa. Gomez, I think, will start again next week. Same with Cancelo. So I'd keep them. No, not same with Cancelo. Cancelo has a chance of being rested. Depends on who is fit by next week. But Gomez, I expect him to start. Kudus, I would keep. I still think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Ajax will still get 2 goals or something. And now, since they've lost back-to-back games against Liverpool and Napoli, they have to try and win. So I think the likes of Kudus will start once again. Forward players, I said you keep. So what should I do with this one? Adan, obviously depends. Do you think if Courtois is not if Courtois is fit, then you have to change your goalkeeper from Adan to any goalkeeper that you want that day? I mean, I wouldn't I can't really suggest any goalkeeper. Just depends on you, whichever goalkeeper you want of the same price. If you feel like you need to upgrade, teams like FC Porto have good fixtures. So if you want a goalkeeper from a team like FC Porto, great. He saved a penalty yesterday. I think his name is Lopez, if I'm not wrong. The goalkeeper from FC Porto saved a penalty yesterday. So if you want to go for him, I think it's slightly more expensive than Adan. You can go for that. If Courtois is not fit. If Courtois is not fit, personally, I'd be happy to keep loaning for 1 week and save that transfer for match day 5. Which other change would I make? I'd wait for the City team news on that Tuesday, just to see if the likes of Cancelo start. Like, for example, if he doesn't start, I'd be tempted to take him out and bring in someone else for that Tuesday. So that is what I'd do. But 70 points after getting 130 and 90, not bad at all. Could have been worse. So it could have been better if the goalkeeper didn't get a red card. So that is what I'll be looking to do. Changing the goalkeeper if Courtois is fit, and also maybe Cancelo. Wait for the team news for Man City to see whether Haaland and Cancelo are going to start. If all of them start, then probably I think Shakhtar will score again against Real Madrid. So maybe look to change Cavallal or something like that, because I do like your midfield with Musiala, Valverde, Kudus, Sane, Diaz. I wouldn't really change anyone there because I think all of them will start. And if they did blank this week, someone like Valverde will probably score next week. That is how it works. They never blank for 2-3 weeks. This was Rodrigo's game week. Next game week probably will be Valverde's or Benzema's game week to score 2 or 3 goals. So that is what I'd do. But the rest of the team, probably keep. Sesko is an interesting one. I know Sesko is also in your team. Sesko is 6 million. Depending on whether you have money in the bank, obviously some people would go for Jagler, but as I said, I don't think Club Brugge will keep on their form. But if you feel like they will, then you can probably take out Sesko for Jagler. That group is kind of like 1 goal, 1 goal. Like Salzburg are not scoring more than 1 goal in a game. So I think they've scored 1 goal in all of the 3 games. So you really need Sesko to score. If he doesn't, they're not really scoring that many goals. And Dinamo Zagreb, when they played at home against Chelsea, they didn't concede. So you have to decide whether you're going to take him out as well. Let me see. Next up is I'm going to come to your team, Jevob. Let's see, 6, 15th, 21st in your league says Joshua Jones. Let me see. Also, let me know the name of your team as well so that it's easier to check. 21st. But from tomorrow, you'll get more ideas of what I have. So, Josh, is it the no cane, no gain? It would help if you name the team, but then the name is Josh, so I'm guessing it's you. But let me know the team name to make it easier, because the ranks really change a lot. The ranks, as of now, they change a lot because of it's being updated as we talk. But I'm hoping this is your team, Joshua. I'm really hoping this is your team. I'm hoping I'm not reviewing anyone else's team for free. But let's see. Let me know your team name when you give me your rank. So you had Rudiger. Rudiger didn't play. That is unfortunate. He hasn't been starting a lot of games for Madrid this season, so I would avoid that Real Madrid defense for now, especially if Courtois is out as well. So Neuer, Guerrero, Cancelo, could have been a clean sheet there. Florentino, Valverde, Kudus, Sanek, Kvaratskhelia, Haaland, and Mbappe. Kvaratskhelia was the first player I wrote down in terms of the best differentials to have this season. I'm glad he's doing well. That is his first goal, but his team is doing well. So he already played the Limitless in MatchDay 2. And they played their wildcard in MatchDay 3. So you don't have any other chips to play, but you have 2 transfers to make. So that's me, says Joshua Good. So what would I do with your team? First of all, this week, I guess Rudiger's a slight disappointment for you. Lewandowski yesterday, Tavares, Davis, Lunin as well in goal. At least you got the Neuer clean sheet. That's not bad at all. So next week, the strikers, I'd be happy to keep the strikers, all 3 of them. Lewandowski, Haaland, and Mbappe. I don't think you have to change any of them. The goalkeeper as well, I don't think you have to change Neuer at all. Tavares, Davis, all the Bayern Munich players, you can keep them. Same with Kvaratskhelia and Kudus. I think it's going to be another high-scoring game there. So you already have Kvaratskhelia, so that is tricky to see who you're going to move from Florentino. So I wouldn't make my transfers as well. I'd wait for that Tuesday, because I can see you have 2 Man City players. I'd be looking to get in a third Man City player immediately. You saw how they played today. Man City are very dangerous. Like Man City and Bayern, like if you could have like 6 of their players, those are the only 2 teams that have. Like the number of goals they score, Man City this season, they've already won 6-0. They've already won 6-3. They've already won 5-0. I think they scored another 6 goals somewhere. They score a lot of goals. So you have to be very careful, especially if Haaland gets rested somewhere. You don't want to miss out on the attack. So I'd be waiting for, hopefully you're close to the lineup or on the deadline stream or something on that day, to go for someone who's going to start in that match day. So from the top of my head, I think Mahrez and Alvarez will start, but I know Mahrez is quite expensive to move to unless you remove someone like Sané, which I wouldn't advise. So I would take out Rudiger. Who would I bring on? If someone like Gomez starts on that day, I'd be willing to go for Gomez instead of Rudiger. He's cheaper. How much is Rudiger right now? Depends on how much you have in the bank as well, Joshua. So Rudiger is 4.5 and Gomez is 4.1. So if you take out Rudiger for Gomez, you get 1.4. And if you add any extra money in your bank, that would be great. So 1 point, how much did they say? 1.4 plus 4.5, that's around 5.9. So midfielders at 5.9 that you don't have. Let's see, Kvaratskhelia, Sané, Kudus, Valverde. I'll have to check the fixtures. So let's see here. Kudus, Kvaratskhelia, 5.9 midfielders. If you have any money in the bank, let me know, Joshua, because if you can get like 6 million, you can get in players. I don't think Jota is a bad pick. If you want a differential pick, I think Jota against Celtic, against Leipzig. Jota scored today. Remember, I told someone to bring him on yesterday. I think you can go to Jota if you want a differential pick at that kind of price. So I'd wait for Tuesday, but right away I'd probably take out Rudiger for Gomez, the Man City defender, and then take out Florentino for Jota. But if you want to wait and see and you want to keep Rudiger, who I'm not sure is going to start, I think is a bit of a risk because Alaba and Militao are the first choice, then a City midfielder would be great. If you can move from Florentino to someone like a Bernardo Silva, which I think will be a bit impossible for you because of the cash, that would be great. But at least getting a third Man City player, that is what I'd do right away. A third Man City player is definitely what you need in this side, especially if you can get an attacker. 0.4 mil, so that will take you to like 1.45 from like 6.3 if you take out Florentino and Rudiger. could get Zamba or Jota. Jota is a good pick at home to Celtic, at home to Leipzig. I think they'll have to try and score. And there's a couple of games that they've conceded a lot of goals this season. Leipzig like 4-0, 3-0. So I'd be happy to do that. So that is what I'd do. But for now, just wait and see what happens. But the rest I'd keep all your strikers. I wouldn't take them out unless one of them gets injured or something. Kvaratskhelia, Sane, Kudus, I'll keep all of them. Valverde as well. And then just Rudiger and Florentino, the players I'd be looking to change. Benfica away to PSG. I think PSG will beat them. So that is what I'd do. Those are the the two players I would take out. Let's see. Let's go to the next team. So we'll have to do this one. We'll have to scroll, but Javob says sent it earlier, so we have to go to 328th. Let's check Javob's team. Personally, I wouldn't play the wildcard and the limitless in back-to-back weeks, but I've seen a lot of you doing that. I mean, it can work. It definitely can work, especially if you play your limitless correctly, like in match day 2 and something like that. You could easily go to top of the world if you play it correctly and you had all those top players. Because there is a couple of weeks where there'll be a lot of big players scoring a lot of goals, like Salah, Mane, Sane, all these guys, but there will be a week where someone plays a limitless chip and all of those guys blank and it's a disaster. So you have to have a bit of luck as well. You have to have good picks and a bit of luck as well. I'd be very disappointed if I got something like 60 points on my limitless, because that is a very powerful chip. Because the reason why most of the people who are top of the world right now is because they've played the limitless. So if you still have your limitless, don't worry about being left behind. You still have a powerful chip to play when everyone else will like have one transfer and they can't get Vinicius and they can't get this player and that player. You will have you will have a chip to get all those players. So which position did you say again? 328 says Javob. 328. Javob. There's a lot of players who are 328 Javob. What's your team name? Yeah, let me know your team name, Javob. There's a lot of people who are 328. That is more than like 10 people on 328. So as we wait for Javob to say which OTT his team name is, let me know your team name, Javob, just quickly. Danish says, thank you, no problem. I have 0.4 in the bank, says Danish. If you have enough money in the bank, like even 0.4, 0.5, it can really help you, because players like Sergio Gomez are 4.1 million, so you can't really move from a 4 million player to a 4.1 million player. Just 367. Let's see. Yeah, they updated throughout, so let me just check your team as well. I hope you're the only one in 367th. So Yadex, Jacob, or is it UCL last? Just, I hope it's that one. Yep, it's that one. So let me just check your UCL Just team. UCL Just. Make sure to hit the like button, by the way, if you're just joining. I'll really appreciate it. So Javo played his wildcard this week and he still has his limitless. So great. So as I said, I know you're slightly wide, maybe because you got 70, 67, 80, and a couple of other people have already gotten 100. And not to be wide, because you have your limitless chip and that is very powerful. So you have Juggler, very good pick. Haaland, Mbappe as well. Sane, Kudus, Valverde, Vinicius. I'd be happy to keep that midfield. You had Michele of Club Brugge. I think it's Michele or something. Kostic, Cancelo. You had Inacio, Davis, and Musiala in your team. So that is not bad. Michele was very good pick. 8 points. Did he get recovery points? Let's see. 2 points. 8 balls recovered. That is great. That is actually very good. He actually needed only 1 more ball recovery to get 9 points for you. So I'm happy that team. Right away, what I'd do, I'd keep Mbappe, Haaland, I'd keep the midfield. I'd keep the entire midfield. Musiala, Sane, Kudus, Valverde, Vinicius. I'd keep all of them. Defensively, Inacio going they're at home to Marseille. So I don't think it's going to be the same, since their goalkeeper messed up in the first leg. I think Sporting will probably not lose again to Marseille. So I don't think you have to transfer out Inacio. It depends on what your plan is. If your plan is to play a limitless chip in match day 6, Javob, you can actually save a transfer for match day 5, so that you have 3 transfers for match day 5. If you don't feel like you have to do a lot in match day 4, you can make that one sub. But obviously you need to transfer out your goalkeeper, especially considering the Dortmund goalkeeper, first choice goalkeeper, is back. So Meyer might not play next match day. And since Adan is not playing, I think right away you need a goalkeeper. So you could go for the Sporting goalkeeper who's going to play next match day. you could go for him. I think he's going to play 2 match days, so I will do some research on him. If you still want a sporting defender, I can see you already have a sporting defender, but if you still wanted a double up on their defense, you can go for their second choice goalkeeper instead of Adan. I think they'll do well against Marseille. If you want to change teams, you can go to probably FC Porto is a good choice as well. Their goalkeeper, I think you definitely need a goalkeeper because right away you might not have a goalkeeper for next week, so you need to get a goalkeeper in. So because I say that because I really don't see any other player be looking to move out unless I'm Inacio. If you bring in the other goalkeeper from Sporting, then maybe you can take out Inacio at 4.6 million. How much money do you have in the bank as well? You can get in a defender, Man City. I think you need a third Man City player. So if you move from Inacio to Gomez, if he starts next Tuesday, I think that is great. For the Man City defenders, they don't really need to keep a clean sheet. They will get you attacking returns. Like this season alone, Diaz has already scored a goal in the Champions League. Cancelo already has like 2 or 3 assists. Sergio Gomez already has like 3 assists or something like that. If you add the Premier League assist he got for Haaland the other day, like all of them are delivering attacking returns. So Gomez, I think for Inacio is what I would do and probably get in a goalkeeper. Forward players, I think you're okay with the forward players. You can just keep Jagler. All he needs is a penalty to get you points. So that is what I would do with your team. Javob, hope that helps. Let me see, 0.2 in the bank. So with 0.2 in the bank, Hadan is 4.5. Yeah, so yeah, that is what I'll do. Because if you move from Inacio to Gomez, you save 0.5, you'll have 0.7 in the bank, and then you can move from Adan to even a 5 million goalkeeper that you prefer. That is what I would do. Get a goalkeeper in and potentially move out Inacio for Inacio. I think I don't know Inacio for Gomez, a third Man City player. That is what I would do. Let's check the next team. I'm doing this as quickly as possible so that I can review as many teams as possible and give you my idea for the next match day. Let's see who is next. FPL Penguin says 70 points for me. Totally messed up with my wildcard this week. So some things you can't really predict, Calvin. Some things you never know. Which players are going to get the red card, which players are going to get injured, subbed off early. It's tough. Cheers, Sharma. Appreciate you. Can Messi get player of the match? I had it's Verratti. I'm not so. I guess FPL Sparta says 25th in your league, and Chan says I'm 11th in your league. If you want to check my team, of course I want to check your team. So 11th. Chan. So I'm pretty sure it has changed. It's the Axie team. Let me know your team name. Let me know if it's the Axie team. That would help. FPL Sparta says 25th. Yeah, so FPL Sparta. John, how are you? So John is 25th in the league, and he played his Limitless, and he already played his wildcard as well. So he had Benzema, Haaland, De Bruyne definitely disappointed. Oh my goodness, you had Reece James on your bench. That must have hurt, man. That is painful. You know, I think is he going to get player of the match? I'm pretty sure he's getting player of the match. That is going to take him to 20 points. Oh, he got a goal, an assist, a clean sheet, and potentially player of the match as well. That must have hurt FPL Sparta, man. John, that must have definitely hurt. 20 points for Reece James on the bench. And I'm sure you took out. Did you make any? Wait, did you make? Yeah, you took out Alphonso Davies. Let me know. Did you make any manual subs yesterday? Did you make any manual subs yesterday? John, did you make any manual sub? If you didn't, you're going to get the James points. If you did, then you're not going to get the James points. Did you make any subs from yesterday to today? Did you take out any players? Did you take out Alphonso Davies? I'm guessing Alphonso Davies was in your starting lineup. I guess he was, so I don't think he'll get the James points. Because I was wondering, because he left Donnarumma on the bench, Mbappe, James. I was hoping that he didn't make any transfers or subs yesterday. So, that is terrible. 20 points. I wouldn't have predicted James to get 20 points against AC Milan. So I guess Trent, Sane, Salah, Mane, Vinicius, Haaland, Benzema. But this is a limitless team, so you got 96 points. That is great. If getting 96 points, close to 100. Like if James was in your starting lineup, you'd have gotten like 120 or something. That would have been incredible. So James player of the match says Sharma. So yeah, that is 20 points. That is crazy. I remember saying Porter was playing a back for the last Chelsea game, and that holds James back. But today they moved to a back five, and James basically plays like a right winger when they play that formation, and is a very, very good option with Chilwell or Kukurea on the other side. So this is a team you did well, but this is not going to be a team next match day because it's a limitless team. So let's look at your wildcard team from match day 2, the players you are going to get back. So Haaland, Mbappe, and you have Richarlison as well. I mean, Kulusevski is currently injured, so if he's back, I'd be worried about Richarlison not starting next week, unless Conte decides to play Kulusevski in the league and Richarlison in the Champions League. They have a home game against Frankfurt, so if he starts, I'd be happy to keep him. Mbappe, Haaland, definitely keep. So Kimmich, we have to wait and see whether he's going to be back for match day 4. If he's not, I think you have to move from Kimmich to Musiala because you don't have any Bayern Munich players. Yeah, Bayern Munich are playing against Victoria Pills, and John, you definitely have to get Bayern Munich players there. It's going to be another 5-0. So definitely, if Kimmich is not injured, if Kimmich is back from COVID, then you definitely keep him. I think he will start. The rest of the midfield, I'd be happy to keep. So what I would do is I can see I have a lot of Tottenham players. 3 Tottenham players: Perisic, Richarlison, and Lloris. I think Frankfurt, I think that could easily be another 0-0. So you might get a clean sheet, but there could be a chance Frankfurt could score. So really, really depending on a Tottenham clean sheet. The kind of style they play, they have a good chance of keeping a clean sheet. So what I do, definitely keep Reece James, Carvajal, Cancelo, Vinicius. 2 transfers I'd make. This is very interesting. Players that bring in, I already know I'm going to bring in a Bayern Munich player in your team. So either a defender and also a midfielder. You only have 2 Man City players. So Reece James I'd potentially keep against AC Milan because he doesn't really need a clean sheet. He's almost an attacking player. Perisic and Lloris, I think one defender is enough though from Tottenham because I feel someone like Gomez of Man City has a better chance of keeping a clean sheet against Copenhagen than Tavares against Sporting and Perisic against Frankfurt. So any of these players that you want to take out, Tavares and Perisic for Gomez of Man City, that is what I'd be looking to do. Shved is at home to Real Madrid. I don't think they'll really perform that well against Madrid. And I guess it gets subbed off a lot. 67 minutes, 61 minutes. I am not a fan of players who get subbed off in the 60th minute. So at home to Madrid, how much is Shved right now? 5 million. 5 million. Do you have any money in the bank for this team, John? Do you have any money in the bank? If you do, so Perisic advised to Sergio Gomez of Man City, and then definitely bring in a Bayern Munich player. Is it possible to move from Shved to Musiala? Is it possible to do that? If it's not, if Kimmich is not there, definitely move from Kimmich to Musiala. That is what I do. Definitely get in a City player, a 3rd City player, and a 2nd Bayern Munich player. For who, it's literally up to you, depending on how much money you have in the bank. It could be Perisic, Tavares, Shved, or even Carvajal. I'd be happy to take out any of those 4 players from my team. Varshelia, Kudus, Vinicius, keep. Mbappe, Haaland, keep. Kimmich, if he's not there, then you take him out for Musiala. I think that is easy. I think if we take out Richarlison as well, Tottenham don't score a lot of goals. That's one thing. Nothing in the bank, says John. Tottenham don't score a lot of goals. It's going to be another, if they score, it's going to be 1-0. So especially if Kulusevski starts, Richarlison is 8.5 million. You can do a lot with that 8.5 million. Like if you take out Richarlison and let's say bring in someone like Alvarez of Man City or Jagla of Club Brugge, you save like 2 million or 2.5 million right there. And then you can move from Shved to someone like a Musiala and you save a lot of money. The moment you take out Richarlison, even Perisic, you save a lot of money. I think the same with Carvajal. If you take out Carvajal and you bring in Sergio Gomez, you have 1.4 million to move around. And you can potentially take out someone like Shved and get a 7 million pound player or something like that, 7 million euro player, something like that. But I'd be looking to downgrade those expensive players, either Perisic, Richarlison, or Carvajal. But definitely bring in a 2nd Bayern Munich player. If Kimmich is not there, definitely bring in a Bayern Munich player. It's Pilsen. Yeah, I'd actually not complain if you bring in 2 Bayern Munich players in your team. That is what I would do. Let's see. The next team was Chan. The name is Ezwin. Got you, Chan. Got you. Ezwin. 17th. So I do this every single match day. after every single match day. So from tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, there will be a lot of videos building up to match day 4, because it's literally after like 5 days and we have another match day. So this was a limitless team, and you already played your wildcard. You got 100 points more than twice. That is great, man. 260 points. That is incredible. You had 69 points in match day 2 on your wildcard. So you're getting let me first review your match day 3 team. So Haaland, Mbappe definitely a disappointment. Lewandowski, you had Sane, Salah, you had Anguissa, De Bruyne, Vinicius, Cancelo, Trent, Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo, very good pick. I had him until I subbed him off in the last minute. Very painful. Trent, Neuer. So very good week on a limitless chip. 101 points is perfect. I don't think you're getting any player of the match. And also leaving Hakimi on the bench, well done to you. People would have been tempted to bring him in. But I see why you didn't bring him in, because you had Di Lorenzo and Trent on many points. So that was an easy decision for you. So I think this is great, apart from De Bruyne as well. Could have been better if you didn't have De Bruyne. Personally, if I was playing my wildcard or limitless, I wouldn't have gone for De Bruyne, because I say there's always a chance he was going to be rested. I wouldn't have gone for Foden as well. I knew Mahrez was going to start. He scored a goal, so I'd probably have gone for Mahrez. But I know why you went for De Bruyne, because he only needed like 30 minutes in this game to get a return. I can't really blame you for going for De Bruyne, because if he started, that would have been like 10 points for him. So well done on that. 100 points on your limitless. That is perfect. So you're getting your match day 2 team back for match day 4. Korea is playing against Barcelona away. This time, I think Barcelona are the ones who are going to beat Inter Milan. So Mbappe, I'd keep him. He had 3 Barcelona players. Wow. Lewandowski, wait, you went for 3. Are you a Barcelona fan? You went for 3 Barcelona players against Bayern Munich. That is crazy. You went for 3 days. I've never seen anything like that. I would never go for 3 Barcelona players against Bayern in match day 2. You have to be a Barcelona fan to do this. I usually find myself doing this in FPL. Koundé, Dembele, Lewandowski. I would Onana, Courtois. So I think I would be happy to go with Onana by himself. I don't really think you need to get a second goalkeeper. There's a lot of positions you can change. Ruben Diaz and Cancelo, you can definitely keep. At least one of them will start. And we get to see their team news anyway on Tuesday. So if you're close to your laptop or computer or phone or whatever, if any of them doesn't start, you can just bring in another defender who starts. I can see you didn't have any Man City attacker. Bastoni, Ronaldo, Kimmich, Mudryk, Varshelia, Modric, Mbappe, Correa. Dembele. I think Dembele I know he can do something against Inter Milan, but you have to ask yourself this: between Man City against Pilsen and Bayern Munich, Man City against Copenhagen, Bayern Munich against Pilsen, and then Dembele against Inter Milan, who has a chance of doing better? Definitely Man City and Bayern Munich. And this is a lot of money on Dembele, 8.5 million. How much money do you have in the bank, Chan? It is like easy win. I brought in Di Lorenzo the last minute together with Anguissa. Great decision. So if you have any money in the bank, even if you don't have any money in the bank, even if you're a Barcelona fan, even if you think Barcelona are going to beat Inter Milan, I'd really wait for that Man City team news on that Tuesday. Take out Dembele, bring in any midfielder who starts for Man City on that day. So whether it's Foden who starts that day, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Grealish. I know Mahrez is a bit expensive, so around Foden or Bernardo Silva or any of those guys who start on that day, maybe even Grealish, I would take Dembele out for one of those players, because they're playing Copenhagen. I think they'll win 4 or 5 goals as well. And then I'll definitely get in a Bayern Munich player. Now, how much is Correa? Correa, you had 2 Inter Milan players. Correa is 6.5 and Bastoni is 5.5. So that is what I would do with your team. I'd bring in a Man City player and a Bayern Munich player. Potentially, mostly a Man City midfielder, mostly for Dembele or someone like that. And potentially a defender from Bayern Munich. Depending on who you want, just bring in a Man City player or a Bayern Munich and a Bayern Munich player. So those are the 2 transfers I'd make. So it could be anyone. You could bring in Musiala for Dembele. If you have enough money in the bank, you could bring in Sane for Dembele. You could bring in Sergio Gomez in your defense for someone like a Jules Koundé or any of those if you prefer. Whoever doesn't start for Man City at the back between Cancelo and Diaz. But I think you definitely need to bring in Man City and Bayern Munich players. I predicted 5-0 for both of them this week, and they they both won 5-0, I think it's going to be like 4-0 for both of them next week. So definitely that is what I'd do. Bayern Munich player, Man City player next week. Anyone, whichever combination you want, either Bayern Munich defender, Man City midfielder, or Man City midfielder and Bayern Munich defender, whichever you want. That is what I would do. But your team is doing well. I think I see around 1,000 in the world. That is not bad at all. Let me check the next team. I'll be here for 1 hour. Telmo says, will he transfer out Adan? If Courtois, I will not make my transfers until next Tuesday. If Courtois is fit, then I will take out Adan because I wouldn't have any goalkeeper. But if Courtois is not fit and the other goalkeeper starts, I'll just go for him. One goalkeeper. That is what I do. I just stick with one goalkeeper and then change in any other positions. No problem. John, I'm thinking of bringing in Upamecano and Musiala, says Sharma. Sharma, you can't move from top of the table to elsewhere. And right now they've dropped you to, has it been updated? I think it has, right? It has been updated. So you've dropped to 15th, I guess. Let's see. So you say Upamecano and Musiala, not bad at all. I think I don't mind that at all. I don't mind at all. At least I think they'll win again heavily next week. And Upamecano, if they get like 3 goals, he gets subbed off. That is perfect. So yeah, that is no problem at all. No problem at all. Your team is looking good, but you can't really do those 2 players because you already have Neuer and Sane. So I wouldn't really take out a Bayern Munich player and bring in a Bayern Munich player. I wouldn't do that. So you can only bring one Bayern Munich player, I'm guessing, and then potentially, as I said, take out someone like a Seal or someone like that. I can see you have Son. Oh no, this is a limitless team. So let me go back to your Matchday 2 team. Potentially take out Modric if he's not fit. And maybe Florentino, as I said, obviously I would take him out against PSG away from home. Is there any team that I missed? I don't think so. You're welcome, Javob. You're welcome, Jones, as well. Everyone says 13, AXI. Let me check. I didn't check your team, right? I didn't check your team, everyone. So let me check your team right now. Everyone. I actually missed your comment. So your team, you played your wildcard, you already played your limitless as well before. So you have Haaland, Taremi, very good pick, Vlahovic, Gnabry, Sane, Kudus, Valverde, Kostic, Cancelo, Emerson Royal. I think he will start next time as well because he has a red card in the Premier League. So I would definitely try and get a goalkeeper because both of these goalkeepers will not play next time. Meyer has a chance of playing, but I think he might not play. So I think to be on the safe side, I would take out Adan and bring in another goalkeeper. Your team did well, by the way. 2 points is not bad at all. Could have been a clean sheet for someone like a Cancelo. But it's how FPL and UCL fantasy work. You get a positive and a negative. Kostic got subbed off. They considered a goal later on. That's a positive. Cancelo got subbed off. They did get a clean sheet, so he missed it on that clean sheet. So it can never be 100% perfect for you. It always has to be one good, one bad. Taremi is playing at home, right? Taremi is going to play away at Leverkusen. I have no problem with you keeping him. Vlahovic, Haaland. You didn't have any PSG players. Now it has to be up to you once again. Vlahovic is 9 million. Do you feel like Vlahovic can do the same away at Maccabi Haifa, or do you feel like you need a PSG player? This time PSG at home to Benfica. I think they'll score 2 or 3 goals this time. So Neymar potentially for Vlahovic. I'll be looking at that. I think Gnabry and Sane will both start. Kudus, Valverde, Emerson. You can keep him. They're playing at home and he has a red card in the Premier League. Cancelo, Kostic, you can keep. I think you definitely need another Man City player. So Cavalier, Edwards, Davis. But who? Goalkeeper. You have to bring in another goalkeeper. You can't go for the Sporting goalkeeper, the second choice if you prefer. But I think to be on the safe side, because Adan is coming back in Matchday 6, I think he's going to miss 2 games. So I actually don't think it's a bad idea to go for the second choice Sporting goalkeeper. I don't think it's bad at all, especially in my position that I still have my limitless chip. I don't think it's a bad position. So you can take out Adan for a different goalkeeper. And then if you have enough cash to move from Vlahovic to Neymar, I would do that. So those are the two guys I'm looking at to take out. The others I'd be happy to keep. If you can't do that, then Carvajal is another option you can take out for Sergio Gomez from Man City. That is what I would do with your team. Hope that helps everyone. Let's see. I got 0 in the bank. We are very poor, Chan. We are very poor. We are all very, very poor. So I think I've reviewed all the teams. So I really appreciate you guys joining in. As always, if you haven't hit the like button, make sure to hit the like button. So let me just check the fixtures for match day 4. You got here. Let me see which teams are playing in match day 4. So as I said, we get to see Man City's team news, and we also get to see Juventus team news. So that is not bad at all on Tuesday. And then PSG, Benfica, Dinamo Zagreb, Salzburg, Milan, Chelsea, Shakhtar, Real Madrid, Celtic, Leipzig, Dortmund, Sevilla. So I think Dortmund will trash Sevilla again, but Sevilla will sack their manager this week. So I don't know if that will help them. Napoli players, definitely a good choice as well. Liverpool, not bad against Rangers. Bayern against Pilsen as well, not bad at all. But that is how the week went. Let me see how my team is looking for match day 4 here. Let's see. So Haaland, Mbappe, Alvarez, Musiala, Kudus, Sane, Diaz, Kostic, Valverde, Guerrero, Ronaldo, Davis, Cancelo, Adan, Lunin. So they usually take time to update their website. As you can see, Adan doesn't have a red flag, but he'll definitely miss the game. I think he'll miss 2 games. So I'll probably take out, if Courtois is fit, I'm going to take out Adan for a different goalkeeper. If he's not fit, I'll just stick with the Real Madrid goalkeeper so that I can make those changes elsewhere. And I'll have to wait and see whether Haaland, Cancelo, and Alvarez start. If all 3 of them start next week, you'll see me doing it on the deadline stream. I'll leave all 3 of them in my team. And potentially, I actually don't see anyone else I want to take out, but I definitely want a player from Napoli. So I'll really be looking. I'd not be surprised if I take out Valverde for Kvaratskhelia. That is an option. But that is how the week went. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button, and I'll definitely catch up with you from tomorrow, Friday. A lot of videos, wildcard, all that, all those videos. If there's a particular video you want to see, comment on this video, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.